It's cheesy.
It's a cheese.
It's cheery. And best of all, it's cheap. Blackpool's got it all.
There's nothing that you can't do here. It's just brilliant.
It's not only for kids, it's just a great thing for everyone.
Over 17 million of us happily head here for a bargain break every single year.
Blackpool, here we come.
Popcorn and candy floss.
Businesses have to battle to make a buck.
Like a ride, guys?
We need a job.
It's a little bit upmarket for Blackpool, at not upmarket prices.
But there's nowhere quite like it.
Welcome to Blackpool.
Best Springs bike memories.
Just be quick.
Have us out for a night.
It's showtime.
That's why there'll always be bargain-loving Brits in Blackpool. Coming up, it's one of the biggest weeks of the season in Blackpool. The switching on of the world-famous Illuminations.
Glad I don't have to pay the electricity bill.
Nervous B&B owners await the arrival of a star celebrity guest.
How are we doing with his special cereal?
Yes, I bought some cereal for him because last time he came I forgot to get it.
Fab, fab, fab. Thank you.
Okay.
Here to here.
And there's complete coach confusion on the seafront.
No, that's not ours. That's not ours. That's not ours.
Blackpool is home to some of the most famous light bulbs in the world. The Illuminations started out almost 140 years ago. They became more and more popular over the years. Hey, I remember those. Nowadays, they draw in over 3.5 million visitors every single year. And a fifth of all the year's tourists will hit the resort while they're lit up from September to November. So they're big business for the town. It's the week leading up to the big switch on and visitors are already hitting the resort. Down at number 1 South Beach, the posh hotel near the pleasure beach, landlady Claire and hubby Mark have a celebrity guest on the way, and it's all a bit of a mystery. Not that they aren't used to the odd A-lister.
Any time that we get a VIP or a famous person staying, get them to sign the book.
Well, tell us some of your A-list guests then, you two.
Gosh, he looks moody.
He
Jack
was on
Brady.
Coronation Street at Christmas. He was the elf that had a run-in with Tyrone.
Oh, yes, the elf. I imagine celebrities choose to stay with us because of our 5-star status. I remember Susan Boyle singing in the bar.
She got a little bit tiddly.
She did. That was lovely, wasn't it? Michael Andre, Peter Andre's brother.
Michael stayed here, and every day Peter picked him up and Peter drove him about.
Right.
And I said to him, why is Peter not staying? And he said, oh, he's staying on the corner, it's cheaper.
It may be at the posh end of Blackpool accommodation, but Claire's canny with her cash.
It's very hard to keep 5-star standards on a budget. You're doing this little bit of a juggling act and making sure that it all works out and we are making a profit, because I've still got bills to pay.
And she knows how to offer luxury without dishing out too much dough.
When you go away for a couple of days, you forget stuff. This is my survival kit. So it's just things like, you know, a corkscrew, pair of scissors, hair grips. These bits and pieces cost me next to nothing, but hopefully it'll make a guest stay a little bit easier.
And if there's one thing better for a budget than stuff being cheap, it's stuff being free.
I bought a box, but the little bits and pieces were kind of always looking scruffy. So this is a Ferrero Rocher chocolate box. That was free.
Let's hope those safety pins and scissors are enough to impress our secret star, as they have a very special reason to be in town. Down at the best Western Carlton hotel, he's going to have a special role to play, putting them at the heart of the Illuminations.
I was never any good at wrapping presents. Perfect.
The hotel, it's only got 60 bedrooms, so in terms of Blackpool, it is a very small hotel.
We are right on the seafront, so we have to be up there on top and draw people in and try to capitalise on that economy that's coming into Blackpool.
With so many hotels in Blackpool, manager Andy and his boss Kerrion have decided they need to do something big to stand out. And what better way to make a statement than to actually become part of one of the biggest outdoor light shows in the world?
Blackpool is about the Illuminations. It is the world's biggest outdoor light show.
When I was a kid, the illuminations were really vibrant and bright, and they were, you know, sort of really exciting.
We're expecting a distinguished guest who, let's say he's got an eye for flair, he's a designer. It's all a bit of a secret, really, isn't it?
The town's awash with mystery today. They've hired the lampposts on the prom outside the hotel and have got the celebrity designer to create some illuminations for them.
The illuminations will be on the main strip outside of the hotel. We're also going to have one of those illuminations on our roof.
And these aren't just any old lampposts they're hiring. The hotel are buying into a section of actual illuminations on the prom. They've got pole position in the main display, so have to be special.
We want something that's going to wow people. We want something that's really, really eye-catching, that draws people in.
But celebrity designers don't come free, or cheap for that matter, and they've splashed out their full marketing budget on some bright lights to sit outside the hotel.
We are spending more than spending our marketing budget on this, so we're quite excited to see the drawings that he's produced. It's a bit like one of those things that money can't buy, really.
Well, money can buy it, actually. And it all carries a hefty 5-figure price tag. It's not just the designs that they're paying for. They've also got the lampposts, the wiring and electricity, the lights themselves, and the workmen to put them up.
We're really excited about it. We've got high expectations of what he's produced. It's really important.
Looking into what he is going to come up with is an exciting thought, but there's a lot of apprehension there as well. We'll just wait for the unveiling, which is going to be really exciting, because we don't know what they look like yet.
Yeah, you heard right. All that cash up front, and they've not seen the designs. They'll be seeing them for the first time when the mystery celebrity arrives with the drawings. I hope they like them. In Blackpool, it's the build-up to the big illumination switch-on. A mystery celebrity has designed some of the lights, and he's on his way to stay at Claire and Mark's 5-star hotel. He stayed with them before, so they know how to keep him happy.
What about his special cereal?
Yes, I bought some cereal for him because last time he came I forgot to get it.
Fab, fab, fab. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Everybody has their little foibles, so I'm just making sure that everything is as it should be and that we're all ready for his visitation later.
Well, give us some clues who it is then, Claire.
He comes across as very kind of airy-fairy, light-headed.
Airy-fairy? It's not the Christmas elf again, is it?
He always looks amazing. His hair is always immaculate and he smells fabulous. I do love that part about it. But I love his eloquence, I think. One of those people that you would love to go to dinner with. He is flamboyant, he is full of life, energy, he's an entertainer. He's all the things that Blackpool is.
Oh, here's the mystery guest now. I hope it's Peter Andre's brother. Hey, it's Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen, that infamous interior designer and Blackpool superfan.
I love the fact that Blackpool isn't like anywhere else in the United Kingdom. It's not taking itself too seriously.
Hello!
It is an explosion of jazz hands design. Can we just leave my bags?
Of course you can.
And I'll
yes,
see you later.
I'll take them up. Yeah, no worries. Yes.
It's not long until the big reveal of his designs. But this isn't the first time the man who made hundreds of homeowners cry with his home makeovers has had a hand in Blackpool's bulbs. He's been involved in the illuminations for 9 years.
Our switch on is the most exciting night of our year. And he feels that, you know, this is it. He's worked all year for this night.
And head of the Blackpool branch of the Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen Appreciation Society, Claire, has managed to bag some of his first sketches.
So these are the designs done by Lawrence for the illuminations called Decadence. I have to say, I think they're absolutely stunning. I think the colours are beautiful. They look good on picture, but they look fabulous. Big and lit up and bright and shiny.
And just like some of his home decor ideas back in the day, they caused a bit of a stir.
There was a little bit of controversy because we do have a nipple up there. Now, whether that got covered up in the actual tableau, I can't remember. But yes, it's certainly there initially, whether he had to kind of calm that down because, you know, the councillors kind of went, we can't have that. But he is naughty like that.
Nipple or not, Claire's happy.
I'm very proud to have these. I think they're absolutely beautiful. And it's also a lovely, lovely memento of when Lawrence first started staying with us and why he's here. It's a reminder of actually what he does best. I think they're absolutely beautiful. We just love him.
Celebrity designer or not, we all have to pay the bills. And for Blackpool's businesses, it's bargain-loving Brits on their holidays that bring in the big bucks.
2 regular fish and chips, 1 small. Tourism is our way of earning an income in this town. That is our main industry.
We're from Rochdale. We come to Blackpool once a year, yeah, just for the fish and chips.
I just love fish and chips at the seaside. Nothing better than eating it, you know, on the seafront.
We can't get a piece of fish like that back home in the Midlands, so we have to come to Blackpool for it.
2 regular fishing, lads.
For Gaynor Ruddigan, the Blackpool tourist trade is in the blood. She runs a busy chip shop on the Golden Mile and comes from 3 generations of traders.
I used to go back to school after the 6-week holiday and all the children would be writing, oh, and we went on holiday and we built sandcastles and we went fishing. I'd be like, I was on the prom and I made candy floss and I sold hot dogs. But that is Blackpool, that's being a Blackpool kid, that's the way we're brought up. You know, you have to sacrifice. Steak sandwich is ready. The same with brother and sister, their birthdays are in October. It's the Illuminations. No, we're not having a birthday party, we're getting on the promenade and we're grafting.
From ice cream to rock, Gaynor's family have sold it to bargain-loving Brits in Blackpool. And she knows that in this town, you have to make hay while the sun shines.
In the summer, we work. We don't do summer holidays and we don't do bank holidays, but then we have the winter to go and do whatever we want, go on holiday and not work. You know, 9 months to work and then 3 months to do as you please.
If you're willing to work hard and sacrifice your summer, the rewards are there.
If you're Blackpool like we are, born and bred, then you basically, you just adapt to that kind of life. I love being near the sea. I can't think of anywhere else I'd rather live.
But before they can have the winter off, local businesses have a final push. The 9-week Illuminations is when tourists are expected to spend more than 275 million quid.
Most of the seaside resorts are closing down this time of year. This gives Blackpool that extra boost that takes you through the winter. And everybody hopefully makes some money to get through the winter months.
As far as the hotel's concerned, we get an extra 10 weeks, which means that, you know, it's good for business.
To our business, they're really important because they bring in lots of customers.
And one of the more surprising locals trying to cash in on those busy dark nights is ice cream salesman Gino Gelato.
As you can imagine, as we move into the Illuminations, sales of ice creams tend to drop with the temperature. Come on and be tempted. So what we do, we try and tantalise tourist visitors into purchasing some of our magic light-up toys.
Very clever. From Gino Gelato to Gino Gelato.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen.
On the Blackpool seafront, hotel manager Andy is preparing for a visit from celebrity designer Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen. They've blown their entire marketing budget on getting some illuminations to go outside their hotel.
We're talking sort of a 5-figure sum here, and it's a massive risk when you haven't seen the designs from Lawrence.
It's a big financial gamble for the hotel, and the cost of putting up the lights keeps going up.
When you are spending an awful lot of money, it is a risk. And we're probably maybe £4 grand over budget.
That's a lot resting on some drawings they haven't even seen yet. But it's almost the moment of truth, as Lawrence is due to arrive any minute now. Oh, here he is.
Hello, hello.
It's a bit windy today.
And he's joined by Richard from Blackpool's Illuminations department.
Wow.
Yeah, is it big enough?
The hotel are getting some lights made to go into the main display on the prom and having a matching one on the roof of the hotel.
So we're having one of those on the hotel.
There's two either side of the road, and then one on the roof just above the terrace.
Yep.
But I mean, obviously, I want it to be something very contemporary. I want it to be a contemporary addition to the illumination scape, as they say.
To the what?
It is all about calling to mind Art Deco, you know. Blackpool has this extraordinary legacy. What I would like to see more and more of with the illuminations is a kind of a respect for the heritage. You know, we've lost that. You're bringing that back.
Yeah.
You're basically investing in an illuminated art piece. So you see these very Art Deco colour schemes, which go from violet to lilac to pink up to red. What would be amazing would be to be able to create these sort of tunnels, we call them enfilades, where you have light change that moves with the car. So, exactly.
Does anyone know what he's talking about?
It's like you're driving through a tumble of colour.
So what do you think, Kerrion?
It is good, really good.
Although I would say that good is a very small word for this. Let's go, you know, phantasmagorical.
Ooh, OK, that's you told. OK, Andy, what are your thoughts? And remember, good isn't a big enough word.
They are really good.
Well, that's one way of making it bigger. Great. Let's hope the finished products are as really good as the pictures. Especially when they've not left themselves with any of their budget to spend on anything else.
Will be absolutely awesome. They'll be the talk of the town. It's got to be.
Time will tell. For over 100 years, Blackpool has become the undisputed world capital of ballroom dancing. Tens of thousands of dancers flock to the area every year. Look, there's Cinderella. She's off to the ball. A lot of hotels in the area are cashing in on the bargain-loving ballroom dancers.
We're here because we're learning to ballroom dance. And I'll emphasise the learning, because there's a lot of that involved.
And tomorrow night, there's a fancy gala dinner when our dancers will test out the new moves they've learned.
We are so excited to be here, and we're just looking forward to spending a weekend dancing. In fact, we can't think of anything better.
For 2 days and nights, this big gang of Foxtrot fans will tango tirelessly from dawn to dusk. Rooms, food, fizz and dancing, all for a bargain £200.
Even if you know the steps, there's an awful lot to learn. There's a lot more technique than you imagine.
The technique they're learning isn't just on the dance floor.
I try to dance with as many young ladies as I can. It's my pleasure. Yeah, so I enjoy dancing with the ladies.
And he's not the only one.
Well, I'm like Len Goodwin. I took up dances so I can get my arms around women.
But despite this devotion to dance, builder Dennis's workmates weren't convinced by his hunger to rumba.
And one of the guys said, no, it's a load of rubbish, this salsa dancing. So I said to him, right, I said, you go back to your village pub tonight, you meet a good-looking woman in there, you can chat her all night, you might even get a peck on the cheek at the end of the evening. But I said, if that same woman goes salsa dancing, I dance with her. I said, 1 minute on that dance floor, I'm running my hands all over her body, it only cost me a fiver. I know she won't slap me.
And 7 years ago, Dennis met a dance partner who not only didn't slap him, she let him teach her some moves too.
It was all flying from Gatwick. All the computers went down, so we were stuck in a line for about 2 to 3 hours. Jane was right behind me, and as she was a single lady, I thought I'll get in quick, because you're going on a cruise. So I taught her some salsa steps while I was in the queue.
He was interesting and good-looking, and he started me dancing. And I just felt like I'd known him forever.
It's a bit like Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire.
Well, if you say so. Ballroom brought them together, and they've been gliding across the dance floor ever since. But now it's time to focus on their foxtrot, because the gala dinner is fast approaching. week leading up to the illumination switch on is one of the busiest of the year in Blackpool. The town is packed, and at the north end of the prom, the Elgin Hotel have got 168 guests on the way. But before they arrive, front of house manager Gary's got to say goodbye to the last lot.
Bye-bye, my darling.
I've had a lovely time.
Nice to see you.
See you in November.
See you again. Have you enjoyed it?
Fantastic.
Been okay?
Yes.
Are you going on the back on the coach to North Wales, ladies and gents? You can get on when you're ready now, okay? All right. Okay, so we've got 2 coaches going back at 12 o'clock today. So I have to check each room just to double check, because if they go on the other coach, it is a nightmare. I'm going to say goodbye to them all now, okay? Adios, yeah? Auf Wiedersehen.
Aren't they from Yorkshire?
Have you all been good? Yeah. No fun in being good. Good, so have a safe journey, everybody. And take care. Bye-bye now. Bye.
Coach is on the road. There's another job for Gary. It's time to clear the car park.
Oh, God.
And with the vehicles all tightly packed in, Gary swaps one hat for another. Now he's car park attendant.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Ooh, that was close.
We have had a few pranks here. Not that many, I know, but we have had a few.
And as if on cue... at least it's the owner of the car driving that one.
Keeps us on our toes. So let's get and tidy everything up. Get this room ready to meet and greet. So we've got coaches coming in today. We are completely full today. We have 168 people coming in, so they're due to arrive any time now.
And with Gary juggling so many balls, he needs help from another member of staff.
Evas here, my trusty little boy here. He brings all the bags off. We get them all numbered, sort out with reception the correct rooms, and Evas takes them up for us. Here we go, here we go. Okay, ladies and gents, this way, ladies and gents. Okay, just go into Jimmy's bar, it's just on your right-hand side, okay, ladies?
One coach load in, the race is on to get the luggage sorted before the next coach gets here.
Okay, now we need to number the bags, so Evas can take them up to the rooms, and hopefully we'll get it done before the next coach arrives. Things are bound to go wrong, but hopefully they get sorted pretty quickly.
That little spiky bit put through a hole?
There's not much room for error for the hotel, though, as the coach is full of package deal punters are vital to the success of the business.
This is our main source of income. The coaches, we rely on them throughout the year. Unfortunately, you know, a lot of our guests are regulars. 1 coach in, two to go. Hope it's not going to be too long.
Well, at least if he's waiting at the door, he won't miss the guests arriving, though, eh?
Here. They're here. They're here. I didn't even see them arrive. Oh, God.
Hurry up, Gary. Can't believe you missed it.
No, that's not ours. That's not ours.
So that's not yours?
That's not ours. That's not ours. That's him. He's
has anyone seen a coach load of holiday makers? Less than a mile down the prom, hotel manager Andy's preparing for the arrival of another type of large vehicle.
We have a car park that I need to clear.
Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen has designed some bespoke lights for them, and they're arriving today by truck.
We've got a 40-foot articulated vehicle, just needs to pull as close to the building as they can because the crane on the back will lift the illumination up onto the building. So I'm going to start taping off what I can to make some space. That's worked out all right, I'm happy with that.
You okay there, Andy?
Did you get that?
Get what?
I nearly got caught by a seagull.
That's meant to be lucky, that. And let's face it, you could probably do with a bit of luck today. And car park cleared just in time for the truck, it's time to get the light on the roof. The ones over the road are starting to look good.
Well, we're that close to the end now.
Do we get a sneak preview?
3, 2, 1.
Turn them on when you're ready, Andy.
Yes.
Oh, you already have done.
There it is, it's done. Awesome. So thanks to everybody that has made this happen. Thanks to all of our lovely guests who moved the cars for us in time so we could get the truck in. That's important. And all the engineers that have made this happen as well.
Can someone tell Andy he's not accepting an Oscar? You might want to save your speech for the big switch on of the town's dazzling display. The Illuminations may be drawing the crowds into the town, but Gary's hotel at the north end of the prom has found another way of packing the punters in. They've started offering all-inclusive packages to fill quiet weekday beds between the busy weekends.
We started the all-inclusive as a trial period a few years ago, and we did a month just to see how it went. We needed to do it to make a profit. And, you know, now, well, 4 years on, we cover about 30 weeks a year, all-inclusive. You give me this list when you go on the coach for me. Cheers, thanks. You've always got to come up with new ideas and improve and get more and more through the door to make it work.
And it's keeping front-of-house manager Gary Lloyd on his toes.
If they come on a coach, they get the transport here, they get the 4 nights accommodation, they get entertainment every night, they get a trip out during the week, they get an afternoon tea.
They get a bargain too, by the sound of it. But don't forget to mention the free booze, Gary. That's what people are after. And call off the search party, Gary's found his coach.
Here, they're here. Hi.
They started offering midweek stays at the hotel with all meals, booze and evening entertainment thrown in for just 50 quid a day.
OK, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Are we all OK?
Yes.
Are we all going to get a kiss, my darling?
All
right. See you later. I'm fine, I'll see you later. OK.
The package deal punters are piling in, which is keeping Gary busy. He makes it his business to get involved with almost all the jobs in the hotel.
Yes, I'm front of house manager, but my role entails so many. You know, I'm very versatile. I have to be in the role that I do. From obviously meet and greeting, keeping the public areas clean and tidy. We all okay in here, everybody?
Yes.
We're all being good. Back of house as well.
And bacon, sausage, tomato, all extra, please.
Gary started in the hotel industry when he was 18, so he's had plenty of time to master a bit of everything.
All the staff here tell me I'm a people's person. That's my role. Bye-bye. You're very welcome. Bye-bye. Do you want an extra slice of bacon on that? It can be stressful, but you get used to it. This is part of what we do. Normal day in the madhouse.
And with the build-up to the lustrous light show drawing even more visitors in, Gary's got plenty to keep him busy.
Well, Illuminations is bedlam, but that's the fun of Blackpool, that's the fun of the Illuminations. It is very, very busy.
But while Gary's working away, the guests are off to play.
Are we all ready to start the game of bingo?
Enjoy your evening, ladies. Okay. Everything all right, ladies?
Yes.
Okay. All-inclusive week seems to be going very well. Well, hopefully we're doing something right. We must be, because they keep coming back.
Coming back sooner than you might think.
Well, we're here now. We're coming back in about 7 weeks, and then we're coming another 6 weeks after that.
We've been about 9 times.
I've never stayed in another hotel in Blackpool, and I don't want to.
So what's the secret to packing in the punters? Is it the food?
The food is very, very good. Of course, there was one important factor why we found it nice. We was hungry at the time.
Is it the free entertainment?
Kelly's Eye #1. Was that line last week? That's £5 to that lucky lady. Well done.
Quid's in.
Well, it's only a fiver.
A fiver's a fiver. Or is it the free booze drawing in the crowds?
You can't get any drinks, you want, but I do enjoy an odd brandy topped up with lemonade in a half-pint glass.
You don't have to pay for the drinks, do you?
I think it might be the booze.
People think that all-inclusive, you drink the bar dry. We've had clients here that have gone through 3 bottles of vodka in a night. They haven't been back. That's swinging roundabouts, that's what you get.
Yep, it's definitely the free booze. Those legendary light bulbs decorate 6 miles of the seafront. And if you laid out the festoon strip of lights that zigzag between the luminous lanterns, it'd reach all the way to Scotland. That's over 100 miles. And speaking of Scotland, Blackpool's biggest fans, Agnes and Margaret, are back in town. They love it here so much, it's their 15th visit in 5 years.
No, that's nice, aye.
Six on the beach.
6 on the beach.
Nobody here.
Help yourself.
It's for free.
They're for free, help
Just help
yourself.
The octogenarian sisters are back at the same hotel they come to 3 times a year, but tonight they're venturing outside.
We're off to see the lights. Everything is about it is lovely, the illuminations. Oh, look at the big wheel.
And it seems the illuminations are not the only thing lighting up Agnes's evening.
20 years ago, love. Me and you.
Yeah, oh,
Dan.
Yes.
Come here.
Yes.
Put him down, Agnes. There'll be no sex on the beach tonight. Now, where's Margaret?
Well, that's she. Oh, she's here. Oh, my God.
Have you ever seen so many people get together to look at a load of light bulbs?
I like it because they're so beautiful.
It lights up our life. Do come for some real fun. Quintessentially British fun.
I think the lights are everything because it's a reason to come, and then when you come here you realise actually there's a lot more than that. You've got to come and you've got to bring your kids because they'll remember it even when they're old like me.
Even the locals love it.
This takes me back to where my mum and dad used to bring me, and we always used to come through the illuminations, get fish and chips at the end. Brilliant. The atmosphere is absolutely electric down here. You can see the smile on everybody's faces as they're walking past and that. The kids are loving it. The adults are loving it. I'm loving it. Glad I don't have to pay the electricity bill.
I'm glad I don't either. I hear it costs 50 grand to keep those bulbs lit up for the season. That's one big meter to feed. As part of the illuminations season, posh B&B owners Claire and Mark, along with thousands of others, are cycling the full 6-mile stretch of the beaming beacons. And back.
I think my favourites are always the white twinkly ones.
Yeah.
Really, oh, hey, I'm doing a bit of a wobble.
Careful, Claire. PC Plod's in town. You don't want to get pulled over.
Are we nearly halfway there? We must be more than halfway there.
No, we're not halfway there. We've got to get to the end to come back before you get halfway.
Look at that. That looks spectacular, doesn't it?
It does.
6 miles of lights is pretty impressive, isn't it?
It's great, isn't it?
It is, actually.
No, it's a fabulous event. It always is. It never lets us down, ever. Really enjoyed it. Always enjoyed it.
Even with a few saddle sores.
Oh, ah, oh. Oh.
Everyone's out to see the lights. Even Gary has found time to venture out of the hotel.
Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. Been here for over 20 years now, yeah.
Stood there?
Yeah, this is home. Would never move anywhere else now. No. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. I'm not interested, I'm sorry. Oh.
It's day 2 of the dance weekend, and our Ballroom Brits are perfecting their pasodobles.
We really are working on it, but that doesn't stop us having fun. And sometimes we just laugh about our mistakes. We laugh about something that the teacher says that sounds a bit double entendre.
Don't hit the teacher.
They're working on their waltzes ahead of tonight's gala dinner.
And it seems like so much information. You think, how hard can it be to walk to music?
How hard is it?
It's really hard.
We push and we should be pulling, and pulling when we should be pushing. Dancing is good for the soul, the mind and the memory. And as you get older, working on the memory is vital. To me anyway.
In preparation for tonight's big finale, Dennis and Jane are picking out their glad rags. Jane's chosen her dress. Lovely dress.
I've got about 7 or 8 waistcoats. This is one that Jane made. I'm not like women, I don't bring 12 dresses or something, so I thought bring 3 waistcoats and some ties and that was it.
But what about Jane's lovely dress?
And as I'm getting so fed up with Jane, everyone's saying, Jane, you've got a lovely dress. So I said to Jane, what about me? What about my clothes? So I've got to wear some clothes so I catch the eye as well, so.
But looking $1 million doesn't need to cost the earth.
Quite a few of my shirts I get from the charity shops because they've got unusual shirts. I mean, this one I picked up in Blackpool this morning with this one I'm wearing for about £4.50 each. If I spend £15, I've spent a lot on shirts. So I've got quite a few shirts. As Jane can admit, I've got 2 wardrobes full of shirts.
That's a lot of shirts.
You shall go to the ball, darling.
The gala dinner has finally come round. Dressed to impress, have our dancers learned enough to light up Lancashire with their fancy footwork tonight?
It's about fun. And if you don't have fun, there's no point in dancing.
It's been full on and we're quite tired, but we have managed to pack a lot into a short period of time. So what more can you ask for?
Everybody should do it. And if anybody says, oh, I can't do it, I've got 2 left feet, there's no such thing.
There's a last chance for our dancers to chat about the weekend. Sorry.
Now, this look is a tired look of a happy man after 2 days of dancing.
Dancing's important, but I think it's friendship through dance. I've never met so many nice people, and we've had fun and the social side of it.
No matter what problems you've got in life, during the day, work or anything, the minute you step out on that dance floor, it's all gone. It's all gone. You just think about dancing. It's absolutely amazing.
The event has been a big success, and at the end of the night, there's time for one last tango in Lancashire. Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen has arrived at the hotel to turn on his phantasmagorical lights.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah. Everyone looking towards me and warm smiles.
Hang on, warm your hands up.
Perfect.
Time to see if swapping loot for light bulbs has been worth it.
There we go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hey, perfect.
Oh, Huey.
I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic. We're going to be the talk of the town because they are absolutely beautiful. They really look great.
I think the money's really, really well spent, and I think it's something that we can progress with.
We need to stand out, particularly this day and age in the competitive market.
But would you spend your entire marketing budget on it again?
I think we can still top it next year.
Create something new for next year. I think it's just onwards and upwards now.
Watch this space.
And they're not the only ones happy with the finished result.
I am absolutely delighted. It's the first time I've seen it illuminated. You know, actually, this is a very special time of year in a very special place. And they haven't even paid me to say that.
Don't ask them for any more money. They'll have to have a whip round.
I feel as if my work on your planet is done. I feel as if I have illuminated the Carlton and I can move on.
How are our favourite Scottish sisters enjoying the lights?
There's the boat. Oh, there's the boat, aye. Right, come on, they're stopping. The man's stopping to let us across. The chair's good. Look at underneath the chair. That's like a chair underneath it, isn't it? Beautiful, that, isn't it? This is a lovely view, really. It really is lovely. It's always busy September with the lights. This is the busy. Honestly, this is the busiest I've ever seen it. That's why it's busy, because it's the lights. I've been at the lights before, And it's never been as busy as this. The lights, and it's always been like this when the lights are on. This is the busiest I've ever seen it.
I think you'll have to agree to disagree on that one.
It was busy last night and all. It was packed last night. I'll need to have a drink when I get back. I'm frozen. I'll have a gin when I get back. They're nice, Margaret, aren't they? That's lovely. Come here to see what like you're with your hat on. Oh, aye, you suit that, Margaret. I suit that.
You do suit that, Margaret. Treat yourself to a large gin, ladies, and get yourselves warmed up. It may cost over £2 million to stage such a large-scale light show, but it's free to look at. You don't get more of a bargain than that.
It's free, you know, so nice, cheap and cheerful day out and bring the kids.
And it's good for Blackpool, it brings the people in. Exciting, and it brings joy, and it definitely brings a lot of fun to Blackpool.
And there's only one way to end a night by the seaside.
Fish and chips!
You can't beat a bit of fish and chips. Seaside, can you?
This looks fabulous, thank you. Perfect end to a perfect evening. These fish and chips are absolutely amazing. I can't think of anywhere else that offers anything like as much as Blackpool does. All this goes on and it costs you nothing. I wouldn't live anywhere else. It's a fabulous town.